Have you ever looked up at the night sky, spotted that faint reddish dot, and wondered if we will ever get there, to Mars? It's a world of rusty dust and silent craters, a world we dream of walking on. NASA, America's space agency, has its sights set on this prize. Even more than back to the moon, they are drawing up the blueprints, testing the rockets, and training the astronauts. But there's a question that looms larger than the biggest rocket. Can NASA's cosmic dreams of planting boots on Martian soil actually be paid for with the dollars in its wallet? It's a question of ambition versus allowance, a tale of epic goals and earthly budgets. The journey to Mars is not just a technical challenge. It is perhaps more than anything a financial one. The scale of this challenge is immense. Think about the Apollo program that took us to the moon. At its peak, NASA received over 4% of the entire federal budget. That was a national commitment, a clear signal that the moon was a priority. Today, NASA's budget hovers around a mere 0.5% of federal spending. That's a fraction of what it once was. Yet, the goal of reaching Mars is exponentially more difficult than reaching the moon. Imagine you decide to build the world's tallest skyscraper. You hire the best architects and engineers. You have a brilliant design that is safe, innovative, and inspiring. But there's a catch. Your construction budget only allows you to buy enough steel and concrete to build one floor per year. Your team is capable, your blueprint is sound, but your resources dictate a pace that is agonizingly slow. By the time you get halfway up, the lower floors might need repairs, and the technology you started with could be obsolete. This is the predicament NASA finds itself in. It has a grand vision for Mars, but it is trying to build its skyscraper on a budget meant for a suburban house. This slow, piecemeal approach creates its own set of problems. Momentum is hard to sustain over decades. Political winds can shift. A program championed by one administration may not receive attention from another. Preparing for a Mars trip on a lemonade stand budget is a financial burden that doesn't have to rest solely on NASA's shoulders. The amount of specialized tasks highlights the need for diverse skills. Expensive federal contractors have been the default, but in an age of global connection, the rise of international partnerships, and a vibrant private space industry has completely changed the game. Think of it less as a single nation's race, and more as the construction of a cosmic village. Companies like SpaceX, with its Starship, Blue Origin, and others, are not just contractors. They are developing their own revolutionary technologies that could drastically cut the cost of getting to Mars. Their innovations in reusable rockets are fundamentally rewriting the economics of space travel. This new ecosystem of exploration is our greatest asset. When private companies compete, they drive down costs and speed up innovation in ways that government agencies by their nature cannot. NASA can then transition from being the sole builder and operator of its space hardware to being a savvy customer and an expert guide. It can set the destination Mars and leverage the strengths of the private sector to get there more efficiently. This public-private partnership model allows NASA to focus its resources on the cutting-edge science and the high-risk technologies that private companies might not pursue on their own. Furthermore, collaboration with other spacefaring nations can distribute the cost and the risk. There is the European Space Agency, or ESA, Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, or JAXA, and others. The International Space Station is a perfect example of this model in action. It is a testament to what we can achieve when nations choose to cooperate in the pursuit of knowledge. A human mission to Mars could be the ISS on an interplanetary scale, a truly global effort where each partner contributes a crucial piece of the puzzle, whether it's a habitat module, a science laboratory, or a transport vehicle. Ultimately, the debate over the Mars budget is a debate over value. Is it worth it? On one side, critics argue that the money could be better spent solving problems here on Earth. They see a mission to Mars as an extravagant expense in a world with pressing needs like climate change, disease, poverty, From this perspective, spending hundreds of billions of dollars to send a handful of people to a desolate planet is a misallocation of our collective resources. They argue that our focus should remain firmly planted on our home world and that the stars can wait. It's a powerful and compassionate argument that resonates with many. On the other side of the aisle are the proponents, who see a Mars mission not as an expense, but as an investment in our future. They point to the immense technological and economic benefits that would spin off from such an effort. The challenges of keeping humans alive in deep space would drive breakthroughs in recycling, life support, energy production, and medicine innovations that would have profound applications back on Earth. They also argue that the pursuit of grand goals inspires the next generation of scientists, engineers, dreamers, fueling an engine of progress that benefits all of humanity. It's a vision of a future where we are not just inhabitants of one planet, but a multiplanetary species. Thanks for watching The Cosmic Mirror. See you out there.